Pierce Brosnan has spent decades projected as the image of perfection. The bon charm, the confidence, the elegance, the man who seemed untouched by time. But standing beside him has always been a woman carrying a far heavier weight than the cameras ever acknowledged. For years, Keely Shaye Smith was reduced to cruel headlines and shallow jokes, while everything that truly defined her was ignored. This story is not about glamour or applause. It is about endurance, quiet strength, and what it really costs to love someone in public. Hollywood never seemed to know what to do with Keely. She was rarely introduced as an award-winning journalist, a documentary filmmaker, or an environmental activist who dedicated years of her life to protecting marine ecosystems. Instead, she was labeled simply as Pierce Brosnan's wife and then judged relentlessly. As Pierce aged, the world praised him. His gray hair became sophisticated, his wrinkles became character, but next to him, Keely's body was treated as a problem. Comment sections filled with cruelty, questions no human being should face. Why he stayed, why she did not change, why she did not disappear. This scrutiny grew louder after the birth of their children, when her body changed in ways that are completely human. Pregnancy, weight gain, health complications, and time itself became public property. The internet behaved as if it were owed an explanation. Keely offered none. Years earlier, she had already made her position clear. She said she did not hide her curves, did not dress to apologize, and had no intention of shrinking herself to survive. It was not rebellion, it was certainty. Pierce never joined a performance of shame. While strangers dissected his marriage, he stood firm. He said his wife was beautiful. He said he loved her curves. He repeated it year after year, even when mocked for it. But public love does not stop cruelty, it often invites more. What made this story painful was never Keely's appearance. It was how long the world refused to see anything else she was. And to understand that, you have to understand the man she married. Long before Keely entered his life, Pierce had already learned loss. His father left when he was an infant. His mother moved away to work, leaving him to be raised by relatives. Independence was not a choice, it was survival. Later, he believed he had found stability with his first wife, Cassandra Harris. Together they built a family, 3 children, a future that felt real. Then came ovarian cancer. Years of treatment, surgeries, and hospital rooms followed until Cassandra died. Pierce was left grieving, raising children, and carrying a pain he never dramatized publicly, even as his career soared. This was the life Keely stepped into. Not a fantasy, but a family shaped by loss. She did not erase the past, she respected it. She embraced his children, helped rebuild stability, and created a home grounded in patience and trust. Their relationship grew slowly, around healing and responsibility, not spectacle. When they married, it was not a fairy tale reset. It was a continuation of survival. Still, the public focused on her body. Years passed, and the cruelty never stopped. Keely stayed silent, refusing to argue with strangers or explain her existence. Her dignity was mistaken for permission. Then one day, the tone shifted. When she appeared slimmer, the same voices that mocked her suddenly praised her. Headlines softened, compliments replaced insults. Keely said nothing, and that silence exposed the truth. The applause was never about her happiness. It was about public comfort. Pierce never changed his words. He spoke about growing old together as a spiritual journey, about loving each other through change, time, and loss. Those words were true long before anyone approved of Keely's appearance. Their marriage endured public ridicule, private grief, and devastating loss, including the death of Pierce's daughter years later. Through it all, Keely stayed steady. That is the part of the story rarely told. She did not win because she changed. She won because she never let the world define her worth. So when you look at this story now, what do you really see? A transformation or a mirror held up to our own judgment? If this story changed the way you see fame, love, and resilience, make sure to like, subscribe, and support Hollywood Bulletin for more stories that go beyond the headlines.